Hello amigos! In Lightroom we have a number of tools to remove small distractions on our photo or to correct those small distractions. And these include the clone brush, the healing brush, and the remove brush that includes two different technologies. On content aware fill and now in the latest versions of Lightroom we have the generative AI. What I want to show you in this video is how to use the heal brush not to remove or delete a small distraction, but how to replace it with a different part of the photo where we want to perhaps move or duplicate a section of the photo. So let's go to Lightroom. Let me show you. Here we have in Lightroom, we have these sandhill cranes flying in front of the moon. And three of the cranes are very recognizable because the wings are down. But the crane on the right, the wings are extended and they're small on the frame, so it's hard really to see what it is. What I want to do is not remove the crane, but replace it with the one on the left. I'm going to make the photo a little bigger. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the remove section. I'm going to select the healing brush and I'm going to paint over the crane that I want to replace. And the one that I want to borrow has the wings down, so I need to bring the area down a bit. Now, Lightroom first thinks that we want to remove that crane. What I want to do is not remove it, I want to borrow another section. So I'm going to take the section that Lightroom selected, I'm going to click on it, and while I hold the mouse, I'm going to move it. And I'm going to put it in front of the one that I want. And there we have it. We replace one crane with the other. How about adding another crane? We know that in composition, the rule of odds said that you have an odd number of subjects looks better than an even number. And I have 4, so perhaps let's go with 5. So I can do something similar. Let's say I wanted to put it in this section. I'm going to paint. The wing area is right there. Lightroom selected this other area to replace. That's not what I want. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to put it where I want it. And there we have it. Well, perhaps I didn't like the location of the new crane. So I'm going to move it. I'm going to put it over here. And there it is. Very easily, we were able to replace one crane with another one in the image and even create another crane. Very easy to use the healing brush to do this, and it works well for small areas. And it works better than the clone brush because with the clone brush, if you have any discontinuity in color or texture, it's going to be noticeable. And with the healing brush, it tries to blend that texture and those colors in the area that we are replacing. Here we have this other image. I took it at the Great Sand Dunes National Park in the state of Colorado. One morning, it was snowing, it was windy, and we had these poor souls that were freezing to death. And we have two groups, one in the front on the right and one on the back. Well, perhaps the one on the back is a little bit too farther back. Can we move it a little bit to the right? Maybe in this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint in the area where I want that group to be. And Lightroom is going to identify an area to borrow. The majority of the time it's going to select a white area, in this case of the image. And let's see what it did. Well, and this time we got lucky. It selected the area that we wanted. That was just plain luck. But let's say it had selected an area at the bottom. And all we have to do, just similar to the other photo, is move it up. And we can adjust it. And I want it to be about the same height. And there, the new group. Now, we need to delete the original group. Otherwise, it's going to look very fake, right? So here the trick is I'm going to start painting outside this selection just a little bit, and then I can paint Lightroom is going to select a location. It selected partially the duplicated group. I'm going to move this one down. And there we have it. So just by using the healing brush, right, and moving that selection around, we can either duplicate, delete, clone, move, and create the effect that we want. Here we move the group to the right, and then we also use the healing brush to delete the original group from the original location. Well, amigos, what do you think of this use of this tool? Sometimes, or the majority of the time, we use the tool to remove small distractions or blemishes on our photo. But here I have shown you that we can use it to copy other parts of the photo intentionally and move them to where we want. Well, I hope you like this short video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're liking these videos. Send me your comments. Give me a thumbs up to help me grow this channel, and I'll see you next time.